É Nóis no YouTube, Rádio Quatro Tempos.
Olá pessoal, esta é a Rádio Quatro Tempos, onde a música tem potência e torque, e hoje nós temos uma entrevista que vocês vão gostar, será em inglês, portanto vai ter a legenda, por isso ela está sendo gravada e legendada depois. Hello metal fans! Today we will have a talk with one of the best drummers, also a creative and exceptional songwriter, and the producer of a large number of bands. Of course, most of them you are fan. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend Canedy. How are you, Carl?
I am blown away by the introduction, so I am very good. Obrigado.
Sure. We thank you for the kindness of giving us a bit of your time to interview in our Radio Quatro Tempos. We have a lot of metal fans, you know? And I'll go for the first one that I wrote here, which is Carl. You are polyvalent in music, being not only a notable musician, but also a songwriter and producer, with lots of well-succeeded productions of famous bands and albums, of course. Which of these roles you like most to do?
Well, I think to answer that question, I have to take that in periods of time. Of course, when I first started, all I wanted to do was play drums. So that was number one.
Well.
But I also, at that time, picked up guitar, and I would always write songs. And so from 6 months of starting to play drums, I was playing guitar and a little piano. And by playing guitar, and I started writing songs. Now, for the next 20 years on guitar, I wrote the worst songs ever written, until I finally could write one that was bearable. But I never stopped. I kept writing songs. So at one point, I always loved playing drums. So drums was always number one.
Okay.
But I loved recording. I studied about engineering. I always loved learning about the recording studio.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got into producing. From writing songs, working in the studio on my own demos with my own band. We'd all work together to make the record as good as we could, and the recordings are demo tapes, just to present to record companies. And so I got into production. I've always been good at arrangements. I've always had a lot of ideas about arranging and so on. So that was a natural fit. Then at one point, I really loved producing. And not more than drums, but almost as much. And so for years I loved producing, and so I still continue to write, but I love producing. And so to this day I still love producing, and I still do produce. However, not as much. I don't seek it out. I turn down more than I would ever take. And so, but I still love it. It's still a passion to me. But things have changed, and it's a lot of time. And of course now I have, the rods are reunited, and we've been working Canedy project. I'm looking forward to taking Canedy on the road. And I record for other people. I have a project called the 450s that now will be coming out next year. So I'm busy, and so producing isn't as easy. I have another Home for a While with Brad Sinsel from TKO, Gwen Aarons from Flip, and that song's just coming out called Home for a While, which is a really great song. So I just have a lot of irons in the fire. Producing isn't something I can really take on these days. So right now my priority is Canedy. So, but I love it all. I would be lying if I said I didn't love all aspects of it.
That's good. Well, you love music. Actually, it is. We are here to talk about your band, Canedy, and the new album Warrior, which I listened, and it was really nice. It is really nice. But it's difficult not to mention the 40 years of amazing the rods and lots of things that you made. So if you can explain it briefly for the people, our audience will be grateful.
How Canedy formed, or the rods you're talking about? Sorry.
Well, for your entire coming from the rods to nowadays.
Well, for the rods, we toured, we recorded, we did lots of albums, and then we took time off. And basically we raised our children, and at the end, once our kids went off to college, we reformed the band. We had never really broken up. We had just stopped. We didn't have gigs that made sense to play, and so it was just a case of I went into producing. David opened a restaurant. Of course, David continued to record solo albums here and there. I worked with other bands. Gary went off and recorded with Savoy Brown and toured with other projects. So we're busy. So then we came back together, and that's just last July, a year ago now, we released Brotherhood of Metal, which has been one of the best albums for the Rods since the beginning.
And you're good friends for till now, no?
Good friends till now, that's right. All these years.
Yeah.
And the reason is because it's not because both David and Gary are easy to get along with. It's because I am basically the saint. And that's why. It's all really about me, being just a great guy. They're lucky that they've been able to spend time with me for 40 years, and so no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We've never really had an argument as a band. It's so funny. I was thinking about that the other day, that we've never had raised voices in the band. All these years, 40 years. Not that we haven't had discussions that were had an edge, but never that. But, so be that as it may, the Rods were basically, we were still working, but we were working on the SPV album. In the meantime, I've been playing with the Jeffrey James Band, a local Scranton, PA band, for 22 years now. And the bass player, Tony, in Canedy, joined Jeffrey James 6 years or so ago. And I always say this because Jeffrey James is a cover band. And Tony came into this cover band not knowing any of the songs that were popular, because he bought a Black Sabbath album when he was young, and he only listened to heavy music for the next 20 years. He didn't listen to anything on the radio, he just knew heavy music. And so we always laugh about it. We're learning a new band a couple of years. Maybe you've never heard of it, but we're learning the song. So anyway, Tony had a band called TLC, and they're releasing Original Sin, re-releasing it on Heaven and Hell Records. And their drummer wasn't able to make rehearsals, and they had a TV show, so they asked me to join them for the TV show. So we rehearsed, and the TV show went very well. So we thought, well, let's get together, and then we'll just start writing songs. We had no game plan. There was no plan to do an album or call the band Canedy or anything. We were just going to write some songs together. So that's what we did. And after a year and a half or so, we realized that we had an album's worth of material that we were proud of, and we'd become a band. By playing together every week, we'd actually become a real band. So that's how it came about. I looked for musicians in this area, and I found some great musicians. And I never found like-minded musicians to do music that I wanted to do, and that they wanted to do that worked with my thoughts. So this was, a really great match. We were all listened to modern music. We all have great roots that are, back to the original stuff, the Black Sabbath things we all loved, and all those types of early metal bands. So we have a lot of similar DNA in it, and it works really well. I'm very proud of this album. I think it's some of my best drumming, and the guys are fantastic. I think, Tony is just amazing on bass, and he and I work so well together as a rhythm section, but yet he's so melodic. And then Tony, of course, is a master guitarist. He orchestrates parts beautifully. There's just so much depth to what he writes and plays. And Mike is a phenomenal singer. And we have a live recording that we just did, a live concert. That's virtual concert, no audience. The only people who were there were the people with the cameras. No. But people will get to hear what we sound like live, and we can play this whole album top to bottom live and do a pretty good job of it.
That was really nice to listen to your work, or everything. I mean, it is really well done, and you, as I said at the beginning, you are a really nice drummer. I mean, one of the best ones, for my opinion, right?
Thank you. That's very, very kind of you to say. I didn't know that.
So
thank you, I appreciate it.
no, okay, it is really nice. So Water video clip that I saw, it's nice and well directed. I mean, it's really well done, well produced. Can you tell us about the clip and the creation, the direction? Did you take part of the thing on the video too?
We did. What we did was we went in and we recorded a video, did the video in the studio, the same place we rehearsed and wrote our material. And we went in and just shot the video playing along to the tracks. And then we sent it off to Asif, who is a great videographer and director, and he created everything from that. We just sent him the footage of us performing, and he directed everything else.
Yeah, that's what was a real nice job, you know. And I saw you have that thing of the metal war battles, something like the Nordic things. Right. Yeah, you got the real thing for the metal. I mean, that we expected. You know?
And I have to mention Eric Philippe, our artist, graphic artist. He's so fantastic on the cover, and I think when people see the CD and the vinyl, which is a splatter color, a red splatter, it's really nice. He does such a great job on artwork, and lucky to have him in our corner. I call him Metal Angelo because his artwork is so very good.
Yeah, that's really nice, really. The question I need to ask for our let's say days of suffering. What do you think about the effect of the COVID-19 crisis in the music industry, also for the bands and everything? Give us your opinion.
It's been tragic. I mean, there's no, just as it's been for other businesses, it's stopped it completely. Locally, bands like singles and duos, you know, people are coming out and starting to play a little bit locally in the bars. But the concert industry has been stopped. I know we're planning a concert here in the Subversion with the drive-in, where you watch it on the screen, and you can one car space between. I think it's going to be a tough reopening. I think that I see it here that people are not, they're out there without their masks all the time. They're not being safe.
Yeah.
And so that's going to spread things. So that may continue to keep us in a bad place for concerts, because like other businesses, you know, you go to a restaurant, you can sit every other table. You go to a concert, you're on top of each other. So you're really close proximity. You're going to spread this nasty virus. So it's been devastating, and I think it's and thank you for this, because without this, how would we get the music out? There are no live shows. Canedy was set to play, the Rádio was set to play, and the concerts have been canceled. And Canedy was looking to, hopefully we will play some dates in the fall, at least a couple of dates regionally, but even that's uncertain. So I think it's been devastating for musicians who make money playing music live.
Yeah.
They are done. It's cut off their lifeline. And most merchandise is purchased at a concert. No concert, limited merchandise sales. So it's devastating.
We hope it gets better, maybe by the end of the year. I don't know. That's what we are wishing. But we don't know. Here in Brazil, we are having a real hard hitting of that virus. And the musicians, they are really devastated. That's the word you have to say. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's okay. It will be okay. It will be finished one of these days. And I ask you to, if you have a plan to tour after crisis and come to Brazil.
We will, once we're able to do this, we will start.
Sure.
And hopefully we will get to a number of countries. You know, I would love to go to Europe. I'd love to go to Japan, and I would love to go to Brazil, because when the Rods came to Brazil, it was amazing. You always see, as a musician, you see things. You see concerts in Brazil. You hear about the fans. My friends tell me, "Oh my God, the fans in Brazil are the best." And you know, we hear that around the world. Japanese fans, European fans, American fans, but the fans in Brazil were. And it's hard to say one set of fans is better than another set of fans. But what amazed me was we stood and for an hour and a half after our show in Sao Paulo, the fans stayed in line, quietly, respectfully. They truly love the music. They're not there for the show. They're there because they love the music. And as much as they love it in Europe and Japan, they're very respectful. I thought that the Brazilian fans had a whole different approach to it, and I was very impressed. I was very touched. I made some really wonderful friends there. Our friend Leo Nevada and Rodrigo Stelza, and they are just wonderful, wonderful people. And so I hope that we do get to go to Brazil. I would love the guys in Canada to experience the Brazilian fans, and I would love to bring the music to Brazil.
You'll be very welcome, and the Brazilian audience, when they are fans, they are really fans, really. Yeah. Especially for the metal, I guess. But it is like a legion of fans, really. I'd like to, as we are talking about our metal audience, would you like to leave a message for our fans in Brazil? If they are not fans, they will be, because they will listen in our radio your music.
I would like to say that I always encourage fans, if they want to meet me or the band, to come and say hi. I like meeting people. I've made friends around the world from meeting the fans who come to the shows. And so you never have to worry that I won't talk to you, that I won't have time for you. I will always make time whenever possible and talk to you. I love meeting people. And so come and say hi after a show. I'm never not available. I'm always trying to make time for that, and I love meeting the fans. And so, obrigado to all the fans of Brazil that come and say hi and get to know them in person, one-on-one, rather than just the crowd.
We will thank you, and thanks for your great job, which is real nice to listen, real nice to see, real nice to check. We'll be very welcome here, of course. So thanks very much, really. It was an honor for us. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks a lot. Bye, see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I was a warrior, I fought the heavy metal wars, until the grudge king came and shut my heavy metal doors. I made my sacrifice to Chrysalis and Mercury, all the gods and muses turned their backs on me. Dedicated warriors, we fought the valiant fight, a gifted band of men-at-arms, we plied our craft each night. We opened up our lives to effort, sweat, and song. What evil trickery occurred to make it go so wrong? How did it go wrong? Like lightning out of the blue, the world was suddenly done with us. No reason left to be true, and I lost my faith, my soul, my hope, my trust. I left my brothers, and I ventured off alone, living like a vagabond, with nothing like a home. I was a mercenary in the service of a lie.
É nóis no YouTube. Rádio Quatro Tempos.